Hey, so I've decided to chronicle a little bit of what I'm doing with this car, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is my introduction to my girl garage and this beautiful 1968 SSRS Camaro. It is not a barn find, but she's not in the best shape. She runs beautifully, but she has a little surface rust, and I am trying to clean up just the little things that I can figure out and that I can find on YouTube. That you guys are so great at making videos. I know nothing about making videos. I literally will prop a camera up and you just get what you get. So my garage will always be dirty and I'll always look like crap when I'm out here working. So I don't want to hear it. My big job now is just to take care of this crunchy crap, right? I'm putting new stripping on so I'm not leaking when it's raining. This is what I got. It ought to be a left and a right. We'll see. My excuse here is I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. How do you guys get all that crap out without it all falling down into the window panel thing? I'm trying, so I'm just slowly picking at it. I'm sure there's a better way that I don't know about, but we're almost done. One funny thing about working on this car is my brother would rather drive this thing into a lake than have somebody else work on it. So I'm very careful because I just know he's gonna come and haunt me, but I'm very careful to make sure I'm trying to do things as right as possible and not cause damage. Well, that was ugly. That is some chunky crap. And I still had little chunks fall down in there. There's little chunks floating down in there. That'll be a job for the next owner. This is not a restoration project. This is just cleaning it up. That's it. Just cleaning stuff up, making sure there's no water leakage. So here we go. Now we're gonna try to put our weather stripping in. All right, guys, tell me why I'm struggling. So I got this new weather strip in. It looks like it's seated in there when I check both sides. I put this new vertical window seal on. Not sure why this thing just looks so janky and crappy. And when I roll the window up all the way, it gets all caught up on the fluffiness of the new seal. So now I'm having a hard time shutting the door. I understand that it's a new seal. It's ultra fluffy, but what I don't understand is sort of like the profile. My window is getting sort of hung up and I really have to slam the door hard and it's pressing my window out. I'm just not sure what's happening. I think it's seated properly. Is it just that it's new and overly fluffy? And when I close the door, I have to have the window cracked down a little bit or it doesn't want to close on one go. So I've got this window cracked down a little bit. Even when it's up all the way, it's not really lining up with this seal. So I've either done something goofy. I think I put the seal in upside down. I just don't understand why this is so crappy. Is it maybe just the OER parts that are crappy? I really don't know. And we're just going to put everything back together and hope that I have all the parts. Let's see if I can find where to get this. You guys would laugh at me. It took me probably an hour to figure out how to get that clip off the other side when I first started this project. Of course, I was way too lazy to go out and buy a tool. So I got to put up with the struggle. The struggle is real. I couldn't do that little towel trick that everybody does. I tried. I probably spent a half hour trying to do the towel trick. Good old original part. Most of of what's on this car is actually original parts, except for what I've screwed up or taken off. I'm supposing my brother just had this taped up here. Let me find some tape. So I'm pretty happy with the fit now. I've come up about 1/8 of an inch on this top corner, came up a corner 1/8 of an inch here. I'm still shy over right here. I'm still a little tiny shy on that. The glass needs to pivot a tiny bit this way, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to make that pivot without loosening up every single bolt. I think I'm good with it. I mean, I'm not raining on the inside of the car like I was before the new weather stripping. I'm supposing my brother had really tried to keep everything original on the car, so I do this in his good memory. One of the fun things about coming out and working on his car is it sparks so many memories in me. I just remember so many things about his car. I remember sneaking out to, I think it was Orange County Speedway. I don't know if it was a speedway or not. They had a 1/4-mile track out there. Certain days of the month, they would let people come out and drive their car out there. Always sort of worried that I'm gonna break something or forget to put a park back on and then have to take it all apart again, which is the story of my life. I do this over and over and over. My guess is that's how you learn, right? These OER parts, you know, the fitment is not perfect. I struggled with more like just not having the little tabs perfectly aligned, but I did find when I did the other side, you know, I just assumed that everything that came out of the factory was perfect. It's not. They put holes in weird places or misaligned holes. So I have something on the other side that was misaligned by, I don't know, maybe 3/8 of an inch. A little irritating. I figured it out to make it work. All right, I think we're good. Look at that. Got the door back together. Trying to get all this back together so I can take it out to the Pomona car show and swap meet. One of my pet peeves is original screws and original plastic tabs and all that. I don't know why it matters to me, but it just does. And these various OER parts that I've ordered don't look like the original to me, and they don't fit like the original either. It's possible that my brother used other tabs when he did some maintenance and repair, but not certain. So I'm just making these videos for fun. A couple of my brother's friends are still around when my brother was working on his car. They spent lots of time in our garage when we were teenagers, and I still keep in contact with some of them. So it's a lot of fun actually to hear the guys tell stories about this car and getting squirrely in the neighborhood, ending up on the neighbor's front lawn. Those are always fun stories. This is a new made in China part. Funny, when I was going through my brother's car, toolboxes and boxes and chests and all that stuff, I know I found one of these that looked like an original. It may have been the original that he took off of here. There we go. All right. Oh boy, I'm gonna call this a success. It's just the best I can do on my first pass. I'll figure out the other door. When I accomplish something, I'm immensely proud of myself, mostly because I just haven't done this stuff before. I mean, I definitely worked a little bit on my Mercury, but you know, working on the Mercury was fun, don't get me wrong. Working on the Camaro is kind of like the big kid's car, and it's very, very exciting. All right, looks good to me. I'm happy enough with this side. I don't know how much space there's supposed to be between the front window and this wing window or whatever that's called. It's bigger than a 1/2 inch now, pushing 3/4 of an inch. I just don't know. Waiting for like an assembly manual so I can figure that out. I don't really want to have to adjust those back windows because I don't want to have to take the panels off on the inside because I'd have to take the back seat out and take all my interior out. And I do eventually need to replace the headliner. So when I replace the headliner, I think then I'll take the seats out and do some adjustments on these back windows. Like, I think it's up, but I really, lack of knowledge is my dilemma. I don't know what the specs are supposed to be here. So this side, there's no gaps. The other side is extremely gappy, and that's because the door has sagged severely. I think that's the reason. One thing at a time. We're just plugging along here.